Ooh, do, 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 do. Ooh, yeah, I love mayonnaise.
Here you go, folks. Yeah. And here's the extra mayonnaise you ordered.
Ooh, mayonnaise.
Enjoy.
It's the best stuff. Have you eaten?
No, I haven't. It's the first time.
Oh, take a bite of my sandwich. Come on, Anton. Just one little bite.
That's all it's going to take, kids. One little bite of Agent Orange.
Scrumptious.
And you're going to be, what are those people that eat human beings?
Anton, I can't wait to see your East eyes.
Oh, you're going to make me blush.
Oh, you're going to make
You
him
might not
blush.
see it.
And you may not see it. Oh.
May I help you, sir?
Oh, can I help you? Can we be helped? I don't know if anyone can help us. We're right on the edge. We're like in a video game.
What's going on?
You know,
What are you doing with that girl?
What girl? That girl.
Oh, the white woman. Sometimes when you go undercover, you have to do things you wouldn't normally do.
No matter how difficult, how dangerous, how good it might have felt.
Like having sex with.
like having sex with that girl. Yep. Oh, well.
With white girls.
Damn it, woman, would you just back off?
Attention. Angry black man in khakis. Golly, I must have tricked herself. Oh, hi, Tanja. Listen, I was wondering, do you have any Dickies? Because I couldn't find them. Really?
Yes. It's hard to find Dickies. You know, they're like, you know, Richard Cranium.
I saw a mock turtleneck at Eddie Bauer. That's perfect for you. Thanks for calling, pal. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Something's going down. Something's going down.
I want you to buy my new fried chicken, that is.
Yeah, baby.
Sure enough.
GMO.
I used to work for the Pentagon. Now I help you to get your chicken on.
Get your chicken
Time
on.
only order a 8-piece nappy meal. and
Nappy
get
meal.
to my malt liquor absolutely free. Listen,
Uh-oh.
introducing my nappy meal from GFC. This chicken is the bomb.
At the Generals, we do chicken right on.
You look at that. The General's lost his damn mind.
Yeah, we've all lost our damn mind. We've been in the house too long. We've been in the house too long. Hey, how you doing? Hey, are you a good puppy? Hello, puppy. Hello. So yes, things are just weirder than weird. You know, what can I say? But I'm out in the middle of, you know, the deep green. It's all beautiful. Today, it was one of those days when the weather changes. We had one about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I could feel it in my bones. And this one was the next one. It was really windy, and I was sitting out in the forest, and it was bending those trees sideways, and they were going back and forth, and you could see the trees were like waking up, and the leaves went from like being little leaves to getting almost totally leafed, right? And it did it in 6 hours. So it's one of those transitional moments, and that's where we are, gang. We are in a transcendental trans moment kind of thing. That's it's too weird, right? And so I saw 2 people who were trying to get a hold of how weird things really are. I mean, that thing I just showed you of This just happened in Europe, but something even stranger happened. I mean, look at that. That's a building freaking fell over. How much more strange can it be? Let's see what it is. You and I will be looking at it. Look at that. That's like, what is that? The building fell over. What is going on? And will YouTube tell us? Friggin' building just fell over. I mean, what the heck is? Did all the people try to, become socially separated, and they all went to one side of the building? I mean, what happened there? It looks weirder than one of those. I mean, if you knew there was a pandemic going on, would you go on, a luxury liner where they stuff everyone together? I don't know. Well, that's not working. Come on. Tell us what happened. It's not telling us. Okay, we're going back. We'll go to that. Oh, this is a good one. This is a Crow House, Max Igon. He's, and it is kind of what the picture is, we're in a video game between good and evil. This is Job. You know the story of Job? Well, that's kind of it, right? And the thing about, they have these two guys, and they're playing the game there, like a video game, but it's strange, instead of on their cell phone, they're playing it off the chains. They're kind of chained up, and we're kind of chained up. It's like, what the heck is happening? What's going on? Where? And unable to connect to the chat. Please try again later. Really? So anyway. What can I say? I don't know what to say. Every time I try to do, something, I just don't want to do it, And that's kind of where we are. We are at a transcendental, transitional moment, right? And it's like, you got a choice to make, gang. You're not going to be able to chat to me. So this is going to be a short one, and maybe I'll try and do it later. What time's now? 7:00. I mean, it still look, it was sunny just a little while ago. So who knows? All I know is that I'm not worried about it, it doesn't, the plan of the man, it's not a happy one. It's not like a happy meal, And the food, guys, they're plowing all the food in under the ground. Florida and California plowing all the food. And they could easily, those people who lined up for 10 miles from their car, the department said, hey, go pick the food. They would. It's there are issues at hand that aren't even there. They're like ancient times. This is like going way back. Again, go look at the most recent of Max Igon's Crow House. Don't want to play. He's doing a walkabout, and that's an Australian thing. And Australia seems to be locking down a little harsher than us. But the real deal is, around, and September rolls around, ain't going to be no food. So they're going to offer, the military is going to drive around and test everyone to see if they have, they need to be quarantined in a barbed wire Walmarts. I mean, they've already taken $7 trillion out of your pocket, right? and given it to large corporations, meaning airlines don't need to be bailed out because those planes aren't going anywhere. Those routes aren't going anywhere. The people who fly them aren't going anywhere, and they're not getting paid. The people who want that money are the investment bankers, right? They're the people who are going to get those billions of dollars, right? And the money for small businesses, they're all going to large corporations, and whatever, look who, see who benefits, look who benefits from all of this, right? And the hidden hand, high table, the powers that shouldn't be, they are hanging them by their thumbnails. Because if everyone said, no, I'm not going to do that, if everyone walked out their house and went back to the pub and they say, oh, we have laws that say we can do anything to you for the general good of the public. No, they don't, because it goes against the Constitution. They have a thing called the First Amendment, meaning they can't tell you what to say, and they can't abbreviate your right, because that right is given to you by a higher power than a corporation. They've been working on this since the beginning, and because it's this that image you saw, the angel and the devil. I mean, that has been America from day one, and me, I'm fine. I'm not worrying about dying. Dying's like slipping out of a tight slipper, right? And I am here to serve love's co-creation in all my relations, through love's co-creation, right? That's what I'm here to do. That's why I do these YouTubes. So all I can say is, get right, think with your heart and feel with your head. Meaning, when anyone, you have to think about what's the right thing to do, use your heart, use your gut, use your intuition, right? When someone screams and jumps up and down, that's when you need to be analytical and say, why'd they do that? Why are they acting that way? What's the problem, right? So, anyway, that's the thing, gang. What's the problem? There is no problem. We live on a garden of paradise, right? And since we've all on this planet, in the industrial world, had taken a day off for the last month and a half, the planet has gotten a lot cleaner. The air is a lot fresher. The water is a lot sweeter. It kind of gives us a thing. And there's all this other craziness going on out there in space, right? And I mean, an asteroid or a meteor came flying down and smashed into a place in Africa or Brazil or someplace in the quasi second, third world. And they said it was an industrial accident, but it wasn't. It's like you could see by the picture. It was a thing that came in at 45 degrees and smashed into a main road, and people saw the thing coming from the sky, wow, right? And, made a hole about 40 meters deep and 100 meters in circumference, or diameter, whatever it is. And, there have been a number of those. I mean, I watched a YouTube on that, and someone from some institute was saying, well, that's just like the one that happened just a few weeks ago, meaning this has been happening all around the world. But if the media doesn't focus on it, then you're not going to know about it, right? So, and, if the independent media goes down, and it's being interrupted with, like I am, the only part of the algorithm that really shows up is AI, and AI is the only one who's here now, because probably no one's been notified and no one can connect to me. And the only stuff I get on Gmail lately is, advertisements saying, "Oh, you should do this. You should join this. We'll give you this. We'll give you that." No, sorry. So anyway, it's always nice to hear from you. So comment down below. Get a hold of me at thedudeawake42 @gmail. Go look at my novels at xratted.blogspot.com and comment there. And that's about it. And, just have a good, serve, loves, co-creation. That's the only thing you need to serve. You don't have to, go change or do anything different, or, wherever you are there, where you go, there you are, and same as it ever was, and so at 16 minutes and 16 seconds, I'm gonna, say goodnight, and maybe I'll try and get back with you later. And if that doesn't work, I'll try in the morning, right? And if that doesn't work, I'll try another time. But I love you. Stay well. Go look at David Icke's last thing, and he was on London Real. Go see him there in the last day or two, and go look at Max Igon's Crow House. He has a very nice one. And I wonder what happened to Dana Stephanie, or whatever her name was. I liked her. She hasn't been posting anything lately. I can empathize. I'm getting tired. It's so difficult for you two to let me on. I have to try 5-10 times before I come on, and then when I come on, it says unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. Anyway, I still love you. I'm still here to serve God's unconditional love of forgiveness and atonement. Still reading the Bible and the Course in Miracles and other things. And still writing my novels. No, there's somebody else there. There's two. Hello, two. Get a hold of me at thedudeawake42 @gmail, because the chat isn't working. But anyway, I'm gonna tally ho.